Okay. Welcome. Thank y'all for having me, first of all. And congratulations on making that step of growing your business and taking it to the next level with B-Force. I absolutely love B-Force. My name is Tiniki Riddick. I am the credit building consultant that's on B-Force program. So if any of you have talked to your head consultant or lead consultant. I am a specialty consultant through the program. I am a credit building coach. I'm a wealth strategist because I teach, besides credit, 5 strategies that can increase your cash flow. And tonight, one of those strategies, we cover credit building, we cover education, financial literacy, tax minimization, how to minimize your taxes as a business owner legally, and we cover investment education. So we cover a variety of things, but tonight we're going to be talking about credit. And I'm just going to give you some quick, basic credit strategies, okay? So this is me and my beautiful children and my grandbaby. I'm a mother of 2 sons, amazing 2 sons. And my business partner, Seiko, was a mentor to both of them through his mentoring program. And it's just important for us to pour back into our youth. So the connection, we're family, and I thank God for having them in our life. So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is our program, which it is a DIY program. Do I work on people's credit? I do. Do I prefer to teach people how to do it themselves? Absolutely, because it's more empowering. My motto is I can give you a fish and you'll eat for a day. But if I teach you how to fish, you'll eat for a lifetime. So I love to teach people what I know so that they can pass it down for generations. We teach you not only how to repair your credit, but to build it and maintain it, okay? So I'm going to go over a couple of fun facts. A lot of you might already know this, but I believe in rescuing yourself. I don't care who is in the White House. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care what congressmen we have. You have to rescue yourself. It's your economy. You are in charge of setting up a solid, successful financial economy for your family. Nobody else can do that for you. So I believe in rescuing yourself. A couple of fun facts. 68 million people have poor credit. So that's just to let you know, if your credit score is low, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. Of course, it's not nothing that you want to get up and discuss in an open forum like this, but having someone help you with it, asking some questions, doing the research is nothing to be embarrassed about. I always tell people this is a judgment-free zone. I'm on this journey with you. I've been there. Credit can go up and down. Different things happen. Life be lifing. The knowledge that you have can always pull you back up. So I tell people that you don't have to be embarrassed about it. 1 in 5 people have an error on their credit report. And when I say error, a lot of people will read their credit reports and say, oh, that's actually correct. And it could be an error as far as an account number, the date that you opened the account, the amount that you owe. And those errors can be removed. In 2018, the credit repair industry earned over $3 billion. So yes, it is a money machine. You can use your good credit to leverage, and my partner will talk about that. You can use your good credit to leverage and help other people get credit and create you another cash flow stream. 79% of people who dispute errors on their credit report were successful in removing them, and I'm one of those 79%. When I got credit education and I started working on my credit myself, I was able to delete and dispute 13 items off of my credit report within 35 days. Did I owe the debt? I did. But because they were reporting inaccurately, because the information was not correct that they had on my report, I was able to remove it. If they can't prove it, they got to remove it. I don't tell people to run out on your creditor and not pay your debt back. Because again, if you loan someone some money, you're going to want them to pay you your money back. But if they sell it to a third-party collection company, it's no longer your debt. And if they can't prove how you owe the debt, they got to remove it. Okay, so this is just some credit scores. I know credit, it says the best credit is up to 850, but I've seen people with 950. So you can have a higher credit score, but this just gives you an idea of where your credit score may fall at right now. So how to check on your credit. I'm sorry, you guys. I know Brian said just tap it, but it don't look like tapping just worked. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, there we go.
No, you don't tap it. You have to click it.
Click it. Okay. Okay, thanks. Okay. Let's see. You said just click it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so obtaining your credit report. The best place to get your credit report for free is called annualcreditreport.com. That is where you can go ahead and pull your credit report for free. And I tell people go there. You used to only could go there once a calendar year, but now you can go there every week. They've allowed people to go in there once a week, pull their credit since COVID, because during COVID, it was a lot of identity theft going on. A lot of stuff started reappearing on people's credit. I had someone reach out to me that said a debt from 2002 has reappeared on their credit. So I encourage people to go here once a week. It does not hurt your score when you go to this free website to pull your credit report, but it will give you access to all 3 credit reporting agencies. The reason why you want to know what's on all 3 credit reports because your creditors might not report to all 3. You have the big 3, which is TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, but what's on Equifax might not appear on Experian. So it's very important for you to get what's on all 3 of your credit reports. I know some people love Credit Karma, but that is not an accurate place to get your credit report or credit scores. Credit Karma will sometimes, they are in sister or partnership with TurboTax. They are a marketing site. Their whole goal is to get people with low credit scores connected to high interest credit card companies. So they are more of a marketing plug for high interest loans or credit card companies. They will show you a partial of TransUnion and it's Equifax. They will not show you nothing that's on Experian, and they will not show you your actual FICO score, which your FICO score is what 90% of your lenders use. So they don't show you your FICO score. So I've had clients who say they thought they had a 720 on Credit Karma, got to the car dealership or got to the bank, and they actually had a 640. So you need to know what's on your credit report. To get your credit scores, you can either go to individual accounts. I encourage people set up a free account with TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. They will give you your FICO scores. You also can get them from your banks or your credit unions, okay? But you also can go to myfico.com. And again, that's where 90%, myfico.com, 90% of your lenders will get your FICO score from. It does cost, but you're in business. So you have to put some skin in the game and spend some money when you're working on building your business and your credit, okay? So I talked about errors on your credit report. According to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, it states, and this is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, it states that 90%, it states that the information that's listed on your credit report that is inaccurate, outdated, unverifiable, it must be removed. So when I was working on my credit, I had 2 accounts on my credit that said Sprint. Well, I know I only opened up 1 account. So why was 2 accounts up there? I had assumed it was because of the cell phone I didn't return and because I owed money for a prior bill. It was inaccurately being reported. And I just assumed maybe I need to call them and negotiate and pay something until I started digging more with credit education. They was reporting it inaccurately. The date they say I opened up the account was inaccurate. The amount they say I owed was inaccurate. And because of that, I was able to delete it and not pay no one nothing back. So inaccurately reportings on your credit report can help you. Identity errors. The first thing that you want to do when you get your credit report is make sure everything, your name, your social, all of that is correct. You don't want to have multiple names on your credit report. He's a banker, he's here. I've been told that having multiple names on your credit report is like, why do you have multiple aliases? What do you have going on that you have to use different aliases to apply for different things? It's a red flag when you're trying to get funded. You want to have one solid address. You don't want to have a lot of addresses on your credit report. I know sometimes people be like, well, I still use my mama's address because I don't want this creditor to know where I'm at. but you want to have everything matching what's on your ID. When removing stuff off of your credit, it's very important that what's on your ID card matches what's on your credit report, okay? Account errors, data management errors, and balance errors. Again, all of these things, if it's inaccurately reporting on your credit, it can be removed, okay? So that's the part of the delete process or cleaning up your credit. Have anyone here heard of secondary bureaus? Okay, so the secondary reporting agencies, the largest one is LexisNexis. I know everybody heard of them. If you've ever went to the hospital or applied for something, LexisNexis sent you a bill. I'm not a bill, but a report of your credit being pulled. So LexisNexis is the largest. They recently bought out SageStream, but these secondary reporting agencies also have your credit history on it. So I encourage people, go to LexisNexis and pull your credit report. See what's up there. You can go through the process of seeing what's on your credit, your secondary reporting agencies. You have one. So when a person pulls your credit, when you're trying to apply for car insurance, it's not going to show what the mortgage person is going to see. When you get in employment, it's a reporting agency that specializes in employment history. So it's almost 28 secondary reporting agencies that report different things. When you're trying to get banking, I'll give this example. My son went to Walmart to try to cash a check, and they wouldn't cash it for him. And I was excited because I wanted to show him the check system process of checking his banking history. So when he came over, I took him into my website. We went to check system. We typed in the code that Walmart had gave him. We typed in his information, and he didn't have anything flagged. So I said, well, maybe you just need to go open up a bank account. And he went right to this bank, I ain't gonna say the bank name. He went to this bank and he opened up the account. But again, check system will show you if you have any negative history on your bank account or your banking history. That's a secondary reporting agency. When you're trying to get employment, when you're trying to apply for an apartment. So it's different reporting agencies that I encourage people for to look into, okay? So looking up the whole credit score. So this is major because when someone comes to me for to repair their credit, I am very honest. I tell people, in order to repair your credit successfully, you want to work on the whole credit score. I can't do your credit utilization for you. I might can do this disputing or removing inaccurate accounts, but your credit utilization is something you got to do. You have to build your credit. I can give you nuggets on how to build your credit, but your credit utilization starts with you. So it's important for you to understand the whole credit score, okay? This is the whole credit score. Everyone starts off at 300 points. There is a total of 550 points that is available for you to achieve that score. Payment history accounts for 35% of your score. Credit utilization accounts for 30% of your score. Your credit length or history credit, seasoned credit, how long you've had an account, that's major. You don't want to close certain accounts when you're working on your credit. I tell people if you got seasoned credit, accounts that's been open for a long time, that's major, that helps boost your score if it's in good standing. Mixed credit and opening up new credit. So all of that can help you get to a perfect credit score. This is credit utilization, paying down revolving debt, eliminating the debt, increasing your credit limit, and getting new credit. This counts for 30% of your score, okay? Your credit utilization. That's with that credit card. That's if you have that credit card, they say keep it below 30%. I tell people 10% is golden. If you can have discipline, because I always tell people, a credit card is a loan. You got your debit card. Instead of using your check on payday, put your check in the bank, or put your check, pay your credit card off, use your credit. You'll increase your credit score. You don't have to use your cash all the time. So you can always have a high credit utilization, take your cash, pay off your credit card, and your utilization will stay high, and your credit will stay at a good score, okay? This is credit utilization, the breaking it down of it. Again, if you have a card, a balance is $300 and your credit limit is $1,000, then your credit utilization for that is 30%. So this is just an example of giving you different things that you can do as far as having good credit utilization, okay? Credit history. Have anyone ever heard of authorized user? Okay, so this is game changing because if you have good credit, you can make your child an authorized user on your account as young as 3 years old. And when they graduate or get older, they will have long history and they will have good credit and it will help them build a good credit score, start off with a good credit score. If you know a grandma or an auntie that has an old Sears robot or a JC Penney card, they can make you an authorized user on that account. If they have good credit, you don't get the actual card in your hand where you will inherit their trade line, their positive history, and that can help you. I had a friend do it for me. I was at a 700, 7 something, wanted to increase my score. She made me an authorized user on her American Express card, and it was like 180,000 because I was trying to get some money from American Express. But again, I inherit her good credit, her trade line. It boosts my score. So when I went in to apply for American Express, they seen it and they gave me a lot. She also gave me a Chase trade line. Seiko is going to talk to you about that because he specializes in helping people get trade lines. Again, if you have good credit, you can leverage your good credit, make people authorized users on your credit, and that could make you an extra cash flow stream. Because there's a lot of people out here that sell their credit history, making people authorized users. So this is really game changing. You can help friends and families out that way. Someone can help you out that way, okay? Credit mix, revolving debt, that's applying for good credit, okay? Installment credit. What is installment credit? Installment credit is when you are allowed to borrow a lump sum of money from a lender, a bank, and the borrowed funds are paid back in fixed amounts or installments. To maintain a good credit score, it's important to have both installment loans and revolving credit on your credit line. Mortgages, auto loans, and student loans are installment credit. So you want to have good personal credit and work on your good personal credit in order to get funding for your business credit, okay? Here's revolving credit. Revolving credit is a credit line that remains available even as you pay the balance. That's your credit cards, that's personal loans, and home equity line of credit. So these are some letters that my system offered with helping you repair your credit. You don't have to understand what type of verbiage to say when you're mailing off these letters. I coach you, a team of us coach you. We do team trainings, we do individual trainings, but we show you how to mail the letters off the correct way, step by step. When I say our system shows you walking through the post office door, 5-minute videos, what to do, how to mail the letter off correctly. The system actually gives you the letters to mail off, so it's already pre-typed up. So you don't have to figure out the verbiage. But it has the Fair Credit Reporting Act laws on those letters. When you mail your letter off, the letter actually goes to something called the e-Oscar system. Your letter does not land in the hands of a real person unless it triggers. This system, if it thinks it's a repetitive letter, it will push it to the side. That's why some people say, I mailed letters off and I didn't see no results because you didn't mail the correct letters. But you want your letters to land in the hands of a real person who is going to look at your request to dispute whatever negative items it may be, or even to update your personal information. I had a client, she had 27 addresses on her credit report. Those 27 addresses, because it was linking her to the old accounts, that's why she couldn't get the old accounts removed. It's very important to get those old addresses off your credit report, because when you're trying to dispute something, the old addresses connect you. So when they send you back a letter saying updated or verified, they're saying we verified you owe this debt because here's the address that was on your account sitting right here on your credit. When we sent the letters off, she didn't get a response. I told her to send it certified mail, receipt mail, certified mail. When we called the credit bureau, they tried to say they didn't receive the letter. Ma'am, I know you received it. She came back. I said, ma'am, I know you received it because we sent it certified mail. She came back. Oh, we found the letter. Ma'am, The letter is for y'all to remove the addresses. So we went step by step, line by line, address by address, until she sat there and she removed them. Then I said, can we get an email? We don't want to wait for another letter because it's been past 30 days. Can we get an email of an updated credit report? No problem. And they sent us an email where her address and all 27 was gone. So you have to do your due diligence. You have to be persistent. Does it take time? It does, but don't give up because their whole goal is to weigh you down. Like everybody said, automated systems. They'll keep transferring you the robot. The robot. Be persistent. When you call the the credit bureaus, ask to speak to a live rep. Also ask to speak to someone who's American or that can speak English that you can understand. And then ask them, if you want an updated credit report, ask them, can they email it to you? Sometimes a rep will be nice enough to email you your credit report, okay? But these are the letters. Debt validation, again, we want them to prove how you owe the debt. We're never sending in letters that say, it does not belong to me, or I don't owe the debt, because you do owe the debt. If they sell it to a third-party collection company, though, it's no longer yours. I didn't come to your establishment and get me a car loan. Who are you? You could be in a third world country. Why are you trying to collect the debt from me? Who are you? They got to prove how you owe the debt. So the debt validation is prove how I owe that debt. Then when they send you another letter saying, okay, verified or updated, what was your method? What was your method of verification? Because a lot of times when the debt is sold to a third-party collection company, they're selling a credit file. They're not actually selling the contract that you walked in and you signed. So they don't actually have access to the contract that you signed. The easiest thing to remove off of your credit is hospital bills. Why? Because you're protected by HIPAA law. Also, I tell people, when you do have a medical emergency, or even at the doctor's office, it's pamphlets sitting right there at the front. They talk to you about financial hardships. During COVID, one of the institutions that was given a lot of money was hospitals. I have a young lady on my team. She said, Ms. Riddick, we was trying to call people because Centera had billions to pay off people debt. People was not picking the phone up because they thought they was calling them about a collection. A hospital bill is the easiest thing to get off your credit report. They have donors that donate tons of money to help people when they're in hardship. I have told clients, call, make a payment arrangement, or let them know that you have hardship, and they will actually sometimes pay the bill off. I've had it happen for several clients. It's so easy to pick up the phone and talk to a creditor. You can eliminate a lot of stuff going on your credit report if you just pick up the phone and negotiate something. It's just a matter of open communication. So I tell people, again, I don't teach people to not pay people their money back, but we want to teach you strategies of keep increasing your cash flow. Because when I sit down with people, a lot of time, it's not that they don't, they just didn't pay their bills. They lacked the cash flow that was needed to pay the debt. So we teach people how to increase your cash flow. Your biggest debt is taxes. We teach people as business owners how to minimize your taxes. And again, it's different letters that you can send in, validation of rights, your FCRA rights, intent to litigate. That's when you say you're going to sue them for not removing something off your credit that you know don't belong to you. Don't take the paper to court if you know you owe their debt. Also, I have had people, someone in our company, he actually took the credit reporting agencies. He went to court with it against his creditor and he won. I've had people sue and they won. A family member of mine, she sued and she actually won against her creditor. But you just got to make sure that you follow the process, that you send the letters in, and if they're not removing the debt and it does not belong to you, then yes, you can sue. But along different letters that you can send in will give you effective results. Thinking, is there anything else I didn't cover? It's just a lot of things that you can do as long as you work on your good credit, your personal credit, then you can get business funding. So that's very important. I tell people, don't bury your head in the sand when it comes to your finances. It's your economy. It's so important for you to be on track about your economy. I do taxes, and I tell people, why did you go the whole year and you didn't know taxes was not taken out of your check? How do you not look at your paycheck? Because it's direct deposit? No. Look at your paycheck. Pay attention to what's coming out. I have people sit right across from me, no federal taxes. And they be like, no, that was your paycheck. You need to look at your paycheck. Pay attention to your money. Be a good steward over your money. If God can trust you with $5,000, why he gonna give you $150,000? So it's very important for you to be diligent when working on your credit, okay? And I think that's it. Yes, that is it. My solution is consistency is key. Paying down revolving debt, becoming an authorized user, which my guy Seiko is going to go more into, adding positive trade lines, and applying for good credit. Thank y'all so much.